Hello everyone and welcome back to today's video. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you 18 free crochet patterns that I found on Instagram and wanted to share with you. If you like any of these patterns, I'll have them all linked in the description as well, so you can go and support the creators who have made them, because I know how much hard work it is to make a pattern, and to offer that for free I think is really generous. Second of all, I will be crocheting this jumbo octopus while I talk to you, because I sold one at my last market and my next market isn't for 2 months, but I'm going to try and get ahead so I can make some other projects as well. So I'm going to be doing this, and let's get into the first pattern. So for our first pattern, it is this adorable baby water dragon by Kellonial Creations. It's so cute and it looks fairly simple as well for the size it is, and I feel like it wouldn't take too long to make, especially considering it's a dragon. I've seen patterns where people spend like 12 hours on a dragon, and I feel like this one will probably take between an hour and a half and 2 hours. It's also relatively low sew from having a quick look through the pattern. I think you only sew the horns, the ears and the wings on, and I really like the colours of the dragon in the picture as well. I think the shade of blue is so pretty, as well as I think the white has some little sparkles in, which is so cute, and it's got loads of detail as well for its size, which I think is really good as well. That's one that I'm really looking forward to getting around to making. Our next pattern is Callie the Sprout Cow by Goomba Crochets, and I really like the colours it's made with. I think the brown is like a really warm tone, which I think complements it quite nicely. And I really like this style of body as well, because I've made an elephant similar to this. I'll put the picture on the screen, but it was so much fun to just like make that body shape, and it didn't take that long at all. But the sprout on this, adorable. And if you don't want to add the sprout, you just don't have to. I think you just either crochet it in or sew it on at the end, so that would be really easy to take out if you didn't want it. And you could change this pattern into so many different types of cow as well. So our next pattern is Spark the Mini Dragon by Drchoco Crochet. I'm really sorry if I got that wrong, but it's adorable. I really like the colours of the dragons shown in the picture. I just think they're so cute, and the eyes are adorable. I think the fact they're like mini glitter eyes in their head, like in the small head, they're so cute, and the big eyes as well, adorable. I really like the colours as well of especially the yellow one. I think the wing colour, that colour, so cute. Fairly sure it's the Loops and Threads Funfetti yarn. I'm not entirely sure. I've never personally worked with it because I can't get hold of it because I'm in the UK. But it's adorable, and I really like the colours of that one. I also think this one would probably take about an hour. You only have to sew the wings and the ears on, so I feel like it will be a fairly quick make. Our next pattern is this really cute elephant by Chance Crochet. Its big floppy ears are so cute, and I'm slightly obsessed with it. This is another one that I really want to make soon, and it doesn't look like there's too much sewing involved. I think you'd sew the ears, the arms, the legs, and the trunk on, and I think that's it. So for its size as well, I don't think it's that much sewing, and I feel like it would probably only take you about an hour or so, depending on how fast you crochet, which I personally think, for the size, so good. Our next pattern is these little chickens. I don't know how to pronounce the creator's name, I'm so sorry. I had a look at it and I'm fairly sure it's a Polish name, and I don't want to mess it up, so I'll just put it on the screen. But it's these little tiny chickens, and the brown chicken in the picture is so cute. You could use so many different colours of yarn to make these chickens, and I think they're just a little different from the Mabel chickens that I've seen everywhere, and they're really cute and tiny. You could probably put them on key rings if you want to as well. And yeah, I think this will probably, because of the size, take about half an hour. I don't think there's any sewing in it either, which is nice, especially if you prefer patterns that are either low or no sew. This next pattern I've actually already made, and it's fairly similar to the last pattern except the shape is different. It's these baby ducks by Cozy Friends Creations. I made a couple of little yellow ones to make them look like chicks around Easter, and they're so cute. They're fairly simple to make as well. You just have to sew the wings on and everything else is colour changes, which is really nice. I think I was going quite slowly then as well because it was a while ago, so I wasn't that used to doing this sort of shape. But I think if I made it again now, it would probably only take me half an hour-ish, which is a very good make, especially for the size these come out. I'll put a picture of the one I made on the screen, but the one I made was with an acrylic yarn, and it came out probably like 15 centimeters, and these ones on the screen look a lot bigger, and I think they were made with some sort of chenille yarn as well. Our next pattern I am so excited to get around to making is Olive the Otter Snuggler by Luna Crochet Cottage, and it's adorable. The eyes are so big again, and I think that just makes any animal so cute. And the way its sort of arms lay, especially because of the fact it's a snuggler, it's adorable, and I really want to get around to making this. And I feel like it would probably only take about 2 hours. Given the size of it as well, I think that's a really good make. The next pattern is these rubber ducks by Hugurumitoys, and they're so fun, and I really like the purple and the blue in the picture as well. I really like pastel colours personally, so I feel like that's what's drawing me to them, but they're so cute, and I feel like depending on, I haven't made the pattern yet, but I feel like depending on how you construct them, I feel like it will probably take between 30 minutes and an hour, and you could probably get them quite a good size, and you can make all different sorts of ducks as well. Like in the picture there's a mallard duck, as well as other sort of like yellow ducks, pink ducks, your sort of typical ducks. But they're really cute, and they're no sew as well, so if you don't like sewing, perfect. The next one is Cotton the Sheep by Scarlet Creations, and it's so tiny and so cute. It's just adorable, to be honest. I really like the way its little legs sort of are just there. I think it's so cute, and it looks really fluffy as well, which a sheep's is supposed to be fluffy. I think the way it's been created into the pattern is so clever, which I really like. And at the bottom of the picture it's rated a 2.5 out of 5 stars for the difficultiness, which I think is really good. Plus it's no sew again, so gotta love a no sew pattern. Our next pattern is Peas in a Pod. I think it's a collaboration pattern by Crochet by Nahren and Therapy on My Hook. Not entirely sure, but it's got both usernames at the bottom. But they're so cute. I love the fact the peas have faces. They're adorable, and the fact the peas are so chunky. It's just adorable. I feel like it will probably only take me about half an hour to make. Plus, I'm fairly sure you can take the peas out, so it's a good interactive toy as well. And it's just adorable, to be honest. And you can also customize the different faces. Similar to that one, we've also got Space Babies by Therapy on My Hook. They're so cute. I love the way that you can connect them, and the sun, the way it's like fanned out, is so cute. And the earth having a little sprout on top of its head, as you can tell from earlier, I do think patterns that have sprouts on their heads are adorable. I feel like each individual one will probably only take maybe 20 minutes, so the whole thing's probably gonna take only about an hour, which I think for the way how cute they've turned out is so good, and they're just adorable. Our next pattern is the Itty Bitty Triceratops by Kascibelle. It's really cute. I looked through it, and you actually crochet the crown in, so it's no sew. You do bobbles for the horns and the tusk. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not up to date on all the different dinosaur parts, but it's so tiny as well, which is just adorable. I feel like it's a good keyring size as well, and the way the legs bobbles as well is just adorable. I feel like this would only take about an hour as well, and it's a really good size for that. Similarly to how cute that one was, this Winnie and Friends pattern by Dannie Crochet is so cute. I stumbled across it a while ago and have not been able to not look at it like constantly since. I'm fairly sure it's using a fingering weight velvet yarn. They're so tiny, but they're so cute as well, and I'm just obsessed with them. I feel like because of the size of yarn that they've used in the picture, I feel like it'll probably take about an hour because you've got some sewing elements as well. But they're so cute. Our next pattern is Mini Stingrays by Softwee Crochet, and they're really cute. I especially like the pink one, and the way that yarn is got the variegatedness, and they're so cute. I have been wanting to make these for so long, and they're just adorable. They're also no sew and probably take about 20 minutes as well, which is really good. Our next pattern is a bit of a bigger pattern. It's this bear pattern by Pixie Crochet, and it just looks adorable. I really like the arms, and I'm fairly sure it will have a similar sort of body shape build from the cow from earlier, and it's got overalls. They're adorable. What's not to love about it? I just think they're so cute, and I feel like it will probably only take about an hour, and it comes out quite a big size as well for that. Our next pattern, I have made this one as well. It's Lilo the Bunny by Emmy Toys. It's the most adorable bunny ever, to be honest. It's no sews, and you crochet all the parts in. I found it fairly simple. I do personally find crocheting parts to then crochet in a little bit boring, but it was really simple, and once you get past that point, it's really easy to continue, and the ears are super floppy and adorable. And if, like the picture, you make it using a fuzzy or faux fur yarn, adorable. And I love the face on it as well, and how sort of floppy the whole body is as well. I think it's just adorable. I've also made our next pattern, which is this Unicorn by Mona stuff, which is, it turns out huge in the picture. The one I made, I'll put a picture on the screen as well, is of, I used it in acrylic yarn, so it turned out a bit smaller. I felt it probably took about 2 hours because you have to crochet all the parts first and then crochet it together. But the curly tail and the curly mane were so fun, and they looked adorable as well. And I highly recommend this pattern. I used a sparkly yarn for the wings as well, which I think was such a good idea. They just added that sort of more magical element that I feel like unicorns have as well. And it didn't take too long as well for how cute it turns out. Our final pattern of the video is this Easter Bunny by Mirilovescrochet, and it's adorable. To be honest, it's adorable. It's super tiny, and I love the ears, especially the way they've been put in the picture with one ear up and one ear flopped down a bit more. It's so cute. It's also no sew as well, which will save time again. I feel like it will probably take me about half an hour-ish to make it, which I think is really good as well. But that is our last pattern of the video. If you liked any of the patterns that I've shown you, they will all be linked down below in the description, So make sure to go and show the creators some love. One thing as well, don't forget to let me know in the comments if you want another sort of pattern roundup video, like summer patterns. I know we're getting close-ish to the autumn, so I could potentially do an autumn patterns one, a paid patterns one. Let me know your ideas, and see you in the next one. Bye!